Hey, my Stampin' friends. Happy Movie Monday, everybody. It's Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen, and I am coming at you from my studio in Pennsylvania. And I'm so excited to be here tonight. It's about 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I am in Pennsylvania. So just come on and say hello. Let me know where you're joining from. I know we will have some friends who are here with me every Monday. Hopefully, we've got some new friends coming along to do a little Stampin' Fun. So you may be finding me on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you never miss anything. Or maybe you're on Facebook as well, and you can make sure you follow my page. So we're going to do a little fast and furious this evening. A very quick, fun, easy card for you guys featuring the Sentimental Park that can be found on page 32, 33, even 30, 31 of that pretty purple catalog, the mini catalog, which is getting ready to leave us at the end of April. But speaking of spring coming, was I speaking of spring? Yes, April makes me think spring. My kids are home for a spring break, and today is the day that they both coincide for a very short time. My daughter is here for a little bit on her break, but my son is ending his break. So we said, if we feed you, will you guys come hang out with us together? So yes, they are here for a dinner this evening. So I am rolling through this project very, very quickly so that I can enjoy a meal with my kiddos who are home from college. All right, so page 3031, Sentimental Park. But before we get rolling too much, as some of you guys are coming in, I want to do a quick mention of Connect and Create. I know a lot of you guys are demonstrators. My demonstrator friends, wave if you guys are a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Let me know. We are hosting an in-person event. My friend Connie Heisey and myself are doing a Connect and Create event. This is our third year doing it. It will be April 28th and 29th in my hometown, which is Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. We are South Central Pennsylvania, very close to the Maryland border, and also very close to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So if anyone wants to come in and join us, everyone is welcome. This is any active demonstrator, no matter where you are in the country. Right now we are US, but we're talking about whether we can do Canada or not. We have an event. Now, I know some of you guys may not be able to come in person, and that's absolutely fine. You can do it to go, and you will get recordings. So this is a business event. It is focusing on business for Stampin' Up! Demos. Our theme is called Your Business, Your Way, because not all of us are in the same path, in the same journey with Stampin' Up! Some of us are business demonstrators, and we do this as our business. This is actually my job I do every day. I quit my real job to do this. Some of us maybe stamp with some friends periodically. Some of us order for family and friends as needed. And some of us are happy shoppers who order for ourselves and get a discount. But no matter where you are, we have something for you. We're going to focus on the new catalog that's coming out. So we have lots of make and takes that will focus on new stuff. We have 3 speakers coming to join us. One is Catherine Carroll, and she runs a Tech Help for SU Demos Facebook group. She is all about the tech. So she's here to do a little talk on how to use technology in your business. Our friend Betsy Kreider is coming in from State College, Pennsylvania, and Betsy's going to talk about how she runs a very successful business without totally being online. She still is doing a lot of in-person events with retreats and classes and that type of thing. Then we have Elizabeth Belleville, who is actually a demonstrator development manager with Stampin' Up. She's actually coming in from the home office. We will have lunch. We will have make and takes. We will have prize patrols. We will have bingo. We will have guest speakers, and we will have lots of time just to connect with other demonstrators in person. So check that out. Optional classes will be the 28th. Those are business classes. We have 3 to offer. Info is coming soon. But go right now if you are a demonstrator and hop in this Facebook group, ask to join. That's where we're sharing lots of information. That's where you can find the sign up for this as well. Sign up ends March 29th. So I'm hoping lots of you guys will share that information with your demonstrator friends or your team members, and maybe see if you can just make it work to come and hang out with us. We would love to see you. All right, so let's get started. Again, I mentioned we're going to do Sentimental Park. This is the bundle that I'm using, stamp set, and of course, matching dies. We are also going to use the Regency Park Designer Series paper. This is actually a 6x6 pack, and it's got some great colors. And I love some of the textures on here. I have a little bit of glare in the studio this evening. It's starting to get dark, you guys. We changed time, and now it's lighter later. But I do have some shadow, so I apologize for that. So there's one side of the 6x6. Flip it over, and it's very florally. Florally, is that a word? Flowery? Festive flowers, lots of pretty cool stuff. Okay, so that's the DSP that we're going to work with, and we're going to do, like I said, we're going to get down and dirty here and make ourselves a very quick card. Fun fold. I love fun folds. Just something different because we get tired of making the same old thing over and over again. Let me get my comments back on so I can see who's joining me. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. All right, so we have got ourselves a piece of Night of Navy, and this is 8.5 by 5.5. I will make sure that you guys have the description in the video. And this, let me back up. I always tie up my tongue when I try to tell you this. I will have the dimensions in the description of the video. Okay. So once it airs, you can hop down into the description and you'll see the sizes. So if you need to, if you want to make one of these at home, I'll have that listed for you guys. Why am I putting my email up there? That's crazy. You don't need my email. You need my shopping link. All right. So we've got this here and we need to do a little bit of scoring. So we are going to score at 1 1/4 and 4 1/4. And that is it. I already know one piece of paper I forgot. So let me see if I can do that real quick. Let me grab a piece of white cardstock. I totally forgot for our sentiment inside. Hold, please. Can I cut it? I think I can cut it with our mini trimmer. I've got my little baby trimmer here. Oh, nope, it doesn't go big enough. So let me go cut it on the big one. 5 1/4 by 2.5. That's what I need to cut. All right, so sorry about that. Don't you love live video? Can't stop it from rolling. Okay, so we're going to fold our card base in half, do a little burnishing right there. Then we have this 1 1/4 that we just did, and that is going to get folded back on itself. Okay, so there, that is our fun fold. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of Designer Series paper, and we're going to attach that to that fold that we just made. This will be 5 1/4 by, I think, did I make it 5 1/4 by 1 1/4? Sorry, it's 1 inch. This is why I don't like to tell you the dimensions while I'm working, because sometimes I'm not right. So that's why I like to go back and make sure that I put them in the description instead. So while we have that, that's a 1 inch by 5 1/4. Okay. So we're adding that to that little lip that we just made. And then I'm going to glue that lip shut. It's not going to be flapping around on us. So we're just going to glue that down with a little bit of seal, whatever your choice is. Now I have a piece of designer paper. Oh my goodness, my mouth, it's not working. This gets hard on Mondays because I've had a long day. I've already taught a class today, ran a bunch of errands, did some computer work, and now my mouth is just not wanting to work today. This is called Designer Series paper, and we are going to put a piece down right there on the top. So I'm going to have another piece that coordinates, right? This is just off of that edge, and that goes down here at the bottom. So this piece is actually going to it's going to show, okay, we're going to actually see that piece right there. So we'll attach that down. Hopefully you guys have had a little bit of a better Monday. I'm gluing the table. A little better Monday than I have. It started off with like weather here, school delays and some snowy, slushy, sleety stuff. Okay, so there we are. So when our card is closed, it'll look like this, and you'll see some of those navy blue borders. But when you open it, that piece is going to stay on the bottom, which is why I needed that piece right there, because that's our inside to stamp our sentiment on. Okie dokie. So what I did ahead of time was, out of the die cuts, I did these already. So these came right from that bundle, and we're going to stamp our sentiment in Night of Navy ink, and we're going to do thanks. Thanks I always need a lot of. And we're doing white on white, just because I think with the busy designer paper, I want it to show up a little bit better. And what do we want to say thanks for? I should have done best wishes on your new baby. I have a couple friends with new babies. So let's do thanks, you are amazing. How about that? I think that works perfect. So let's see if I have that in here somewhere. Or I could do dear friend. Thanks, dear friend. That would be a good one. Or thanks, let's celebrate. Let's do thanks, dear friend. I like that. So I've got my dear friend here, and I'm going to stamp that in the center of that white. And we can go ahead and attach this on the inside. There we go. Okay, now I want to show you the cool thing about this die right here. So you'll notice that these little flowers are free. They're kind of notched out, and that's so that this can slide in. And you want to do it carefully because you don't want to tear your pretty die that you just spent all that time die cutting. But just carefully tuck it in there, and you may have to kind of fuss it around a little bit to get it to work. And then it'll go nice and flat. So as I mentioned, I've got tone on tone. I've got white on white, which I think is very stunning. But because of the busyness of the paper, I didn't want this to be navy. Now I could have done, I think, Mango Melody, and that would be pretty too. So let's go ahead and attach these together with dimensionals. Do we have some here? Pop-Tarts, do we have any? Yep, we sure do. And you do want to make sure, I'm going to have this hang over. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm not putting any dimensionals down here, just up at the top. And if I put dimensionals strategically in the right place, those two pieces will hold together. That I just, make sure I'm doing the top right, that I just did. So I'm going to go a little bit higher than that banner or that border. Okay, so there we are. Isn't that cool? Now, we do need a little bling, right? Because you know I always say everything's better with bling. And I'm using the adhesive backed Milky Dots, and I have loved on them hard, right? They're sold out. We will not be getting any more in. So if you've got the Milky Dots, love on them hard, because that's all you get. So I've got a little bit of yellow down here, and we're going to use those right here. There we go. And I don't have small ones, but I do have a couple clear small ones. So let's use those on some of these flowers, just so they have a little bit of bling on them. Okay, and that's it, you guys. That is how quick and simple that fun card is. Oh, I got one too low. I'm going to have to fix that one because it's a little bit too low. Now, you can also do your card this way as well. Absolutely. And so this is what it would look like if you did it that way. So I did thanks for all the wonderful things you do. So there's another version of that card. Here's another one that I created. This is actually from Mary Fish. I always like her samples. So that's using the same designer series paper. Here's one where I took some of those dies and laid them over top of those flowers. They're kind of sparkly. I don't know if that shows up very well or not. It's a cute one. Let's celebrate some of the dies. And can you see I used the glimmer paper? It's got a little bit of glimmer, a little bit of freesia and pool party. And then here's navy and I think pumpkin pie I used. So there's just some samples that I created. Now, one thing that I want to mention to you guys, this is totally going off topic, right? Is that I have a monthly make and take class. So make sure that you mark your calendar for March 22nd, noon Eastern time. I do this class in my studio on the 21st, and then I always come live and do it for you guys. And I have the special offer is that you get the class packet for free with your $35 purchase. So here's my online store. Here is the code that you need to use in order to get this class for free. But here's the cards that you're going to get. Now, remember, nothing is going to be stamped. You need to do your stamping. That's a big no-no from Stampin' Up. You're going to do some embossing here or using white ink. Perhaps on that one, I'll show you how we're going to create these cards. Now, if you have a $50 purchase, you're going to get gems. I can tell you right now, friends, these gems are gone. They are sold out. They won't be back until probably March, but I do have something that will work as well. And so I will definitely supply some gems that work just as good. But these are the 4 cards that we'll be doing on the 22nd of March. You can get this pack of the card kit and the tutorial free with a $35 purchase. You have to use that host code though, and it cannot be combined with other classes or offers that I have. So if you got a $35 order, you get this class kit for free. $50 order, you get the class kit, and you're going to get some free gems as well. So hit me up if you have any questions about this, but make sure you are marking your calendar for the 22nd, noon Eastern time. I'll be live with you guys showing you all these projects and how to make them. Okay, everybody, that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for hanging out. It was great to see you guys for a little bit. Sorry it's such a quick and fast class, but got to go hang out and love on my kids while I can. And I'll be back Wednesday, noon Eastern time. I will be live with a cool video for you guys. I'll see you then. Bye, guys.